Have you ever pondered how your friends truly perceive you? Understanding the subtle clues and unspoken messages in the tangle of social interactions might be likened to cracking a complicated code. We're going to go into the intriguing field of psychology today to learn some strategies that can tell you what your friends really think and feel about you. It's more important to pay attention to the small clues that convey a lot than to pry or invade someone's privacy. So join us as we examine these fascinating psychological insights. If you're curious to see inside the thoughts of those around you, comprehending fundamental psychological concepts before we go any further, let's talk about social perception, which is the basis for understanding other people's actions and creating opinions. All of it comes down to the nonverbal cues, the postures, gestures, and expressions that convey genuine emotions that cannot be expressed in words. We concentrate on these nonverbal clues because they frequently provide a more accurate account of our relationships than words ever could. Remember that our goal is to promote more empathy and relationships rather than to observe or control others as we explore these psychological techniques. Now that we have this knowledge, let's investigate the delicate skill of interpreting our friends' nonverbal cues. Mental tricks for determining friends' thoughts after gaining a basic concept of social perception and nonverbal communication. Let's explore some particular psychological techniques that can assist you in discovering your friends' real opinions of you. No one. Behavior analysis and mirroring. Subconsciously mimicking another person's movements, or mirroring, is a potent sign of affinity and connection. When a friend imitates your behavior, it usually indicates that they have a deep bond with you. Observe the little things. Do they slant in toward you as you do? Copy the way you speak. These nuanced indicators can reveal a person's level of self-awareness. Note 2. Using open-ended questions. You may learn a lot about someone's opinions by posing open-ended questions that need a response other than yes or no. It's important to consider the depth and consideration of their responses to their substance. It's a positive indication that a friend values your friendship and feels comfortable being honest with you when they voluntarily open up and share their deepest thoughts with you. 3. Observing body language. A person's genuine feelings can often be deduced from their body language. Positive cues that imply warmth and affection include keeping eye contact, facing you, and lightly touching. Conversely, withdrawing yourself physically, avoiding eye contact, and crossing your arms can all be signs of unease or indifference. Understanding these indicators can help you understand the thoughts that remain unsaid among your pals. 4. Paying attention to word choices. People's word choices can reveal a lot about their emotions. Thoughtful, affirming language frequently conveys excellent intentions and sentiments. Ambiguous or non-committal language may imply ambivalence. You can learn a lot about your friends' true feelings by listening to how they talk about your goals or experiences together. 5. Actions speak louder than words. People's genuine emotions may often be deduced from their constant behavior. It could be a warning sign if a friend acts differently than they say. Friends that exhibit consistency in their actions and words are sincere and reliable. Emotional intelligence and ethical considerations. It's important to approach these psychological techniques with ethics and emotional intelligence in mind, even though they can provide insightful information. Observing personal space and boundaries. Never forget to respect your friends' personal space and limits. The goal of applying these strategies ought to be relationship improvement and understanding, not betrayal of confidence or invasion of privacy. Take a sensitive approach to these tactics and show that you genuinely want to build stronger relationships. Developing emotional intelligence. To properly perceive and use these insights, you must raise your emotional intelligence. Understanding your feelings as well as those of others is a necessary component of emotional intelligence, which promotes empathy and improved communication. You can more skillfully manage social encounters and determine your friends' feelings with greater accuracy if you can improve this talent. By carefully and respectfully applying these psychological ploys, you can improve your connections with your friends and gain a deeper understanding of them. As we examine these methods, keep in mind the significance of moral issues and the objective of creating more robust and compassionate relationships. Practical application. Now that you have an understanding of the psychological aspects and ethical issues, let's concentrate on how you may use these tips to enhance your understanding of your friends in day-to-day encounters. Tips for real-life applications. Start modest by paying attention to nonverbal clues and imitating actions in social situations. This can make you more perceptive of how your pals respond in various circumstances. Ask open-ended questions as much as possible during your discussions. Sincerely listen to their responses, as this promotes candor and openness. Gain experience interpreting body language in a range of situations. Recall that the secret to realizing one's true feelings is to remain consistent in many contexts. Gain experience interpreting body language in a range of situations. Recall that the secret to realizing one's true feelings is to remain consistent in many contexts. Pay attention to the words that your friends choose to use. This improves not just how you interpret their opinions of you, but also how well you communicate in general. Consider how consistent your relationships are in your words and deeds. This frequently reveals how genuine and deep your friendships are. Promoting positive encounters. Make use of your perceptions to promote constructive encounters. Find tactful methods to address a friend's discomfort or distance, or give them space if necessary, if you detect it. Appreciate the positive cues you see. React kindly and gratefully to a friend who demonstrates warmth and openness. Friendships should always be approached with compassion and understanding. Mutual respect and acknowledgement of one another's emotions deepen relationships and foster trust. Conclusion. You may improve your social interactions and strengthen your bonds with your pals by finding out what they really think and feel about you. Through the application of the psychological strategies we've covered, you can improve your ability to recognize the nonverbal signs that convey others' emotions and ideas. But it's important to explore these discoveries with emotional intelligence and ethical issues front and center. Understanding your friends better and building enduring, meaningful relationships require respecting privacy, cultivating empathy, and appreciating sincerity. Recall that the purpose of utilizing these psychological insights is to improve your relationships and foster a more compassionate and understanding social milieu. As you proceed, remember to listen intently, maintain an open mind, and put your friends' comfort and well-being first at all times. We hope you have learned something from this exploration of the psychology of interpersonal relationships. Remember to subscribe, like, and share articles to get more advice on navigating the intricacies of relationships and human emotions. We would love to hear from you in the comment section below if you have any experiences or any advice to provide.